Welcome back. Let's go straight to the interview now. Like I told you earlier, I have with me in the studio Victor Oshioke. Oshioke is an APC stalwart. And also with me is Andrew Emwanta. He is a lawyer. Both of them are indigenes of Edo State and they are key stakeholders in Edo politics.
Very correct.
Yes. So what are the issues? What are the issues? We seem to be having problem in Edo State and it's really hitting the polity of Edo State hard.
I wish I knew what the issues were. The problem is that nobody knows what the issues are. I mean, one would have expected that as we look forward to the 2020 elections, that a party comes out united. In this whole issue, it is the governor, I assume, that should be the rallying point for all members of APC. He should be the person who galvanizes the grassroots membership of the party, united, to be able to face the opposition in 2020. But unfortunately, it is the governor who is dismantling the party structure in the state.
Yeah. I think we have to be very discreet in our language here. Yeah.
My language is discreet. Okay. He is the one. I mean, I'm not mincing words about it.
Okay.
He is the one who is breaking down the structures of APC in Edo State.
Now, Andrew, he started by saying that he doesn't know the issue. You know, they ended up with the governor. I don't know how you see this.
I think it's a matter of double speak. You say you don't know the issues, then you now try to isolate it by now putting it on the doorstep, at the doorstep of the governor. But, you know, Nigerians are fully aware of the issues that, of course, are at stake here. The national chairman of the party, or rather the embattled national chairman of the party, Adams Oshomole, who, of course, was suspended because in the history of Nigeria, we've never seen a situation where the national chairman of a party would reduce himself to a local champion to be suspended from the ward level up to the state executive committee level. And of course, when you look at the APC constitution, Article 13, sub 7, paragraph 4 was fully followed because the state executive committee of the party has disciplinary powers. The man was suspended by the ward executives. It was ratified at that level. It went to the local government level. They did the same resolution. The state had to now adopt it. The state executive committee had to adopt it. That was a red carpet suspension from ward
but there seems to be another suspension.
No, those came as an afterthought because having suspended the national chairman due to his anti-party activities, because you know when you talk of EPM, he's the one financing a divisive body called EPM. The purpose of EPM is to pull down the government of Godwin Obaseki, by all means. And of course, his reflections explain as an EPM member the grounds they have against the governor. You know, it's a case of...
Let's get to the point. Let's get to the point. There is no EP. I don't belong to any party other than APC. Wait a minute. I am a member of Edo State APC. Yes. I don't belong to any... I have no idea about...
But this idea of suspension...
Wait a minute. It's a kangaroo suspension, just like the way a man who could inaugurate the House of Assembly could stay behind. I mean, he was walking behind that the state assembly should be inaugurated at 9:30 p.m. in the night. That's what he's doing all over the state. He picks some people, takes them to a corner, and they carry out an action. That's why I told you that he's dismantling the structure of APC in Edo State. He picks out people who he believes that are loyal to him. He takes them to a corner. They come out with a resolution, and he claims that something has been done. I belong to the governor's ward, to Oshomole's ward. I come from Ward 10, Isako West, Edo State. The same ward with Commander Oshomole. We didn't suspend him. He is our leader. Go to, who are you to suspend? I mean, does it even make sense to anybody to say that the national chairman of APC is suspended in his ward? Are you aware that Oshomole is a legend in that community, in Isako, in Edo North? And you wake up and you take a few people, you take them to government house, give them 200,000 naira, and you say you are suspended national chairman. It's nonsense.
Now, this evening or this afternoon, we got to know that 12 members who are yet to be inaugurated into the house, their seats have been declared vacant. How does your faction this time around take this latest development?
Let me explain to you. I'm not a lawyer, but I tell you something. First of all, I think people are relying on Article 109, 1F of the Constitution. I'm not a lawyer. But those people, are they members of the House to start with? They are members elect. And what the article says is that the seat of a member can be declared vacant if that member does not attend take 1/3 or 2/3 of the sittings of the House for a year. Has this House sat for a year? Yes, has not even sat for a year. And so how can you say the speaker cannot, the kangaroo speaker, the illegal speaker, cannot even determine the number of days that the Edo State House of Assembly will sit?
I don't know, kangaroo
So
speaker,
how can you?
Can we just
because it was inaugurated at 9 p.m. First of all, and the House is not complete. I'm not a lawyer, I keep saying that, but I understand that the Constitution says that the least members that should be in the House of Assembly in the country is 24. The least members. So when you have 9 members inaugurated and the rest are not inaugurated, that means it has not even met the constitutional requirement for a house.
So what
that's a matter that is in the court.
Yes. So what is stopping the inauguration of these new members that we understand have been suspended today, or whose seat have been declared vacant today?
You know, when I hear my friend and brother from Edo talk about the fact that he's not a lawyer, he should allow the lawyer to explain to Nigerians the actual state of facts. You know, for him to use the word kangaroo speaker is not just libelous, but is an act of, uncivilized communication. This is a man that his position as speaker has been confirmed by the Federal High Court, right? There's a decision of the Federal High Court, a judgment. So for somebody to use the word kangaroo, it's very uncharitable. And I think the speaker demands some respect from Mr. Oshioke. And more than that, the House of Assembly was inaugurated on the 17th of June. Between the time of its inauguration to date, over 5 months has passed. On the 17th of December will make it 6 months. Some persons went to Abuja on the invitation of Adams Oshomole after inauguration. Because their particular candidate for speaker did not emerge, they now decided to stay back in Abuja 6 good months without representing the people, who elected them ab initio. And of course, the Constitution is clear. Section 109
What does this Constitution say about?
Of course, if a member, though the Constitution talks about a member, but there were 2 other members who were inaugurated, who absconded, because Oshomole wanted to keep some people away from the sittings of the House to create this impression.
Why do you
keep saying
Oshomole? That's the point.
Excuse me,
I'm
talking.
Can we just?
Nigerians need to know this fact.
Let's take it. Let him finish.
Okay.
Let him finish. I'll let you have your.
Because it's very clear that these people are in Abuja because they belong to Oshomole's faction, EPM. And obviously, they don't hide their alliance to Oshomole. That's the suspended national chairman. So in view of their absence, okay, quote and unquote, in view of their absence, their seat by operation of law has been vacant from the day they decided not to participate in the activities of the House, because they have not taken up their seat, because Section 96 says after the election of the principal officers and you have the House of Assembly, for you to be so called, you must have taken your seat. 6 months is a very long time, because the provisions for declaring the seats vacant is clear. Section 109, sub 2 gives the power to declare a seat vacant. And when a member refuses to take up his seat, by operation of law, that seat is vacant. So the Speaker, and of course the Supreme Court has held that in a very celebrated case, in Alegbe and Oloyo, a case that is over 30 years old, the Supreme Court says, yes, the Speaker has that power. Because those 2 members who were not there, of course, constitutionally, their seats, the Speaker could declare those seats vacant, plus the number of persons who decide to be in Abuja as elected representatives. I think it's the height of political truancy. If your people elect you at the BS of a godfather, you now decide to stay back and he pays you salary.
Okay, let me hear me out. Let's hear him out.
Let's get something clear. They keep mentioning Oshomole. The issue is this. Those members of assembly, those members elect who are in Abuja, ran to Abuja for protection because they were in a hotel in Benin and they were attacked, beaten, and locked up in the police station. So they had to escape to Abuja for their own safety. That is one. The problem in Edo State is that Godwin Obaseki and his media aides keep mentioning Oshomole. Oshomole is busy about national issues. Oshomole does not care. In fact, if not for the fact that Oshomole comes from Edo State, by now Godwin Obaseki, I believe, would have been suspended from APC. Because this man sitting here is a PDP member. It's not an APC
I
member.
take exception
Wait a
to
minute.
that.
He's a
No,
PDP.
no, no, let's-
no,
let's
wait a
get
minute.
any
No,
evidence.
no,
You
wait
don't
a minute.
have
Are you
any
a APC member? Are you an APC member?
You don't just
no,
make
you don't- no,
allegations.
no.
Let me explain
Just-
to you. We fought online about the election of Obaseki during the operation. Am I lying?
We fought.
We had a lot of. We
I
fought.
don't have any
He
reason
was
to-
fighting for
But
PDP.
he
Wait a
could
minute.
have defected.
No, wait. He has not defected officially. He is still a PDP member. It tells you how pathetic the situation of Obaseki is in Edo State. Obaseki has no APC person behind him.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
is
I was
fighting APC. He is fighting APC with PDP.
Okay, I was coming to that because it's like this animosity is deep-rooted within the membership of...
It's deep-rooted. Why
Well,
is it
the
deep-rooted?
party.
And I tell you why.
I'm
And I
talking
tell you
about-
why.
yes.
And I tell you why.
Yes.
It is deep-rooted because what is it?
amongst the members now.
Among the members.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Why?
Oshomole will come and tell us that he has nothing against the governor.
Yes.
That is one of his best.
Yes,
you know.
Oshomole said, like, you played this interview just now, and he said this. He said, look, all over the world, it's not just Nigeria, when people fight for a party to go into government, when people fight for a candidate, they invest their money, they invest their time, and they want to legitimately be patronized because the governor gives her contracts. He gives her employment. He gives her appointments. Why people work for the governor is that when he goes in, he will patronize his party people. What we saw in Odo State, the roots of this whole crisis is that everybody, I did posters, I did t-shirts, I did caps. Everybody did. There is no candidate that has ever been, people have ever supported like Obaseki. Because they did because of Oshomole. He came in. Instead of patronizing the people who work for him, he went to Lagos and brought people who are not from Edo State. That is the origin of the crisis. And so people were complaining.
We seem to be
beyond
getting
beyond that.
We seem to be getting somewhere now.
No, so-
that the
so-
problem
so-
is that
good.
he has not carried the people,
people
of
along.
Edo along.
Let me tell you one thing. About politics, we are not new in this game. Oshomole came to meet us in politics. He joined politics in 2006. And my friend there, Victor Oshioke, when we were in the trenches in the politics of Edo State, he was in Europe. It was Oshomole that brought him from Europe, from Austria. He's an Austrian returnee. He was one of
But
those
that's not the
persons.
issue.
Excuse me,
Can you please apologize to
he
that?
was one.
Let me, you
No,
don't
no,
know that.
no,
You have to
no,
apologize.
no,
You know
no,
what?
no,
You know what?
he said-
I
he
heard
said
it.
certain
No, maybe you don't know this.
you know,
No.
of you being
Mr.
in
Mwata,
PDP and all
Mr.
of that.
Mwata, Mr. Mwata.
Can I
I
please
heard,
land?
Mr.
Can I
Mwata,
land?
Okay.
Mr. Mwata, I'm not saying
He
this.
was-
Okay,
he
can
was
we
sacked.
can we go
Mr.
can we
Mwata.
go
He
on?
was sacked
Mr.
by the
Mwata.
governor because
Mr. Mwata.
he absconded from
Hold
duty.
on,
Don't make it
hold on,
personal.
hold
Forget
on,
about
hold
me.
He
on.
Talk
absconded
about
from
issues.
duty, and that is his
No.
grievance against the governor.
No.
He was sacked as
Mr.
an
Mwata, I want to
SSC.
tell you something. You
Can
said
we
Oshomole brought me,
change the issue now?
No, I must correct this. I must correct
He
this.
was sacked.
He said when they were in the trenches. Are you aware that in 2007, I had a fundraising for Oshomole in London?
We are talking of 1999.
No, you are saying,
Okay,
you were saying
okay.
the
Can we leave this now?
Fundraising is your personal
Now-
business with Oshomole. But
And
as
so
a
when I
matter
got
of
that, when he brought me for Europe, it was
As a
because I
matter of
contributed
fact,
to his elections.
Nigerians know the role Godwin Obaseki played
Enwanta.
in Oshomole's emergence.
Enwanta.
And
So
because he
Oshomole
raised 10 million
alluded to
or
that
20
fact
million?
severally.
Mr.
He
Wata.
raised 20 million.
So can we
Excuse
come
me,
back to
excuse
the
me.
issues?
Please,
I
I'm
will
in
come back
charge
to the
here.
issues,
I'm
yeah.
in charge here, please. Can you listen to me? Now, let's go into the issue of the deputy governor. A lot of people believe that this problem is being caused by the deputy governor. I don't know how you want to react to it.
Because when you said a lot of people, it is an allegation.
It is, I agree with
This
you.
specific is Oshomole that ascribed some of this fault to the deputy governor. I will not skip the fact. When there were issues arising from that attack on the governor's convoy at Iyamo, the governor as an individual was in that vehicle. The deputy governor as an individual was also in that vehicle. So after the attack, because the deputy governor comes from Edo North, Oshomole needed somebody to use as a cannon fodder. He now singled out the deputy governor. This same deputy governor between 1999, right, and up to the time Oshomole got elected, he has been in government. He was a forerunner of Adams Oshomole. Between 2006 and 2007, Philip Shaibu was the one that led that movement that installed the government of Adams Oshomole in 2008.
Really?
After, of course, and the governor himself appreciates this fact. And of course, just recently, the governor said some persons would prefer himself and the deputy governor to have a hostile relationship. When we had a Benin man as deputy governor, Pius Udubu, he was loyal to Adams Oshomole. But the wish of the national chairman is for the deputy governor to antagonize the governor, and the governor, as the governor of the state, has a good working relationship. So I don't think the deputy governor has any fault here. But they have decided to fight against God for that reason. Oshiomhole would prefer them to pander to him. This was the same man that fought against an enemy. He resisted Godfatherism, but today he now wants to be the Godfather.
You need to let
The
somebody
revenue
Why
issue,
don't you let
I'm
him
coming
land?
now.
Let
I
him
didn't
land.
interrupt when he was talking. The revenue issue has always been one of the nagging issues. The fact that the governor has been able to sanitize the process of revenue collection. Because some of these people that used to collect revenue as touts, agberos, they used to become so rich that they will celebrate billions. But the governor now said, government money should be meant for what it is meant for. Development.
Okay,
And that is their grounds. That he's
Okay,
not
let me ask you this
sharing-
question.
He's
Let
not
me-
sharing, he's not sharing from the
because
public too.
we're running out of time.
In concluding, Nigerians must also know that at the time the governor took over the reins of power, there was a debt profile attached to government house of over 200 billion,
That's a
which
good
the governor cleared.
Okay.
And Oshiomhole was surprised to know that he has been able to clear this.
Okay,
And
okay.
they now want to share
Okay,
from the pie, and the
can we
pie is
just
not
allow
available.
him to say something? Now, I want you to answer this question, and that will be the final question. What do you think, there has been a kind of alignment and realignment as 2020 is emerging, the politics of Edo State, the governorship seat. A new development came up some few weeks back with the decamping of Pastor Ize-Iyamu to APC. What do you think this development portends for Edo politics?
First of all, I think before I go to what, I need to clarify what.
You have just 2 minutes.
Wait a minute.
You have just 2 minutes to answer my question.
Yeah, I will answer your question.
Yeah.
The point I want to make here is this, that you hear anything they mention, they have to mention Oshioke. The reason is simple. They want to hide under the cloak of Oshioke to claim that they are fighting. Oshioke is the one fighting them. Oshioke is not fighting Obaseki.
Okay, fine.
Obaseki's problem is with the APC members in the Edo State. He needs to forget
the politics of Edo State now. How do you see the politics? How do you see it emerging with the movement of Pastor Ize-Iyamu?
Pastor Ize-Iyamu has spoken for himself. He has said he's coming to APC with an open mind. That he's not coming because of the ticket. He has not. In fact, tomorrow is his official decamping to APC. Officially, will be received into APC on the 13th, not tomorrow. So he has said that he's coming with an open mind. But the issue here is first of all, the party, the APC. How is the APC in Edo State? And I want to re-emphasize the point that Godwin Obaseki, as the governor of Edo State, the onus is upon him to unite the party in Edo State. He cannot divide a party and expect to represent that party.
One sentence, please.
I think for us as Edo people, we are very pleased with our governor. He has brought so much development to the state. He has sanitized the party, and that is why after the presidential elections, when the PDP as a party did well at the presidential elections, in the reward of the governor's good strides in the area of development,
Thank you
he was given 24/24, and that is why, with that number, he will go into next year's election.
Thank you very much.
And he's going to win the elections by the grace of God.
This is how
His name
we
is
call
Godwin.
it a day on today's program Democracy Today. I've had with me Victor Oshioke, who is an APC stalwart in Edo State, and also joining me is Andrew Emwanta.
Thank you for
He's
having
a
me.
lawyer.
I'm grateful.
Thank you for coming,
having me.
and we look forward to seeing you
Thank you
some
very
other
much.
time.
Yes.
Probably we'll be able to sort out this
No
issue
problem,
very
no
well.
problem.
My name is Anoyo Ogiagbooge. See you tomorrow.